Hi, I'm Dakota here at the Patch Office in Spencer, West Virginia. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to create your own ping pong game on Scratch.org. Let's get started. As usual, we will pull up our Chrome browser and we will go to scratch.mit.edu to pull up a new slate. Once we are here, we're going to need 3 different sprites. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my cat. And I'm going to let's choose a crystal. Let's just use this crystal here. I'm going to size it up a bit. That way it looks a little bit bigger. That should be good. Now we have our ball. We're going to need something called a paddle. So we're going to go to the search bar and type in paddle. This will bounce our object, our crystal here, off and make it go in any direction here as long as we keep it moving and keep it bouncing. Our last sprite is what we know as a line, or the game over. So we have our line. We're just going to go ahead and adjust it to where we think is good. We're going to go ahead and set our paddle in the middle. We're going to set our object up. Now to begin coding these, we're going to start with the line. This one is the shortest of them all. So it only requires a total of 4 different codes. One being our green flag, our forever block, our if then going inside our forever. Now our sensing, we're going to touch crystal. If it touches the crystal, we're going to go back up to control. We're going to have it stop everything. So if the green flag was running and the crystal touched it, it would stop everything. So our line sprite is done. Next we'll move on to the paddle sprite. This will keep it bouncing, keep it going along the x-axis, which is left and right. So this one only requires 4 as well. So we're going to go up to our events. We're going to grab our green flag. We're going to need another forever block. And then we're going to set x. So we're going to need our sense block. And then we're going to need to find our set block. So we're going to need, if I can find it. Make sure we're going to need 2 different green flags. So we're going to need this. And we're going to need our go-to different coordinates. So we're going to need this. We want it set here in the middle. So we're going to have it set at -16 and -112. So you can see here on the coordinates plane. Now we'll have our mouse be dragging along it, so we're going to need to find our set. So our set x2, mouse x. What this does is it's going to keep it going along the x-axis. It doesn't go up, it doesn't go down, it just stays going left and right. Moving on to our crystal, we're going to need 4 different lines of code. So we're going to need 4 green flags. So I'm just going to space them out, give us some room. For the first one, we're going to need, when the green flag is clicked, we're going to have it point in a direction. Doesn't matter what direction, so we're going to set it to 180 if we wanted to. I'm going to have it set to 0. Next, we're going to need our forever block. We're going to have it move 10 steps. If it's on the edge, we're going to have to make it bounce. So we're going to add our if on edge, bounce. So if it touches the edge, it were to bounce, as it did up there. That is this one. Now we're going to move on to code number 2. First, we're going to start with a forever block. This will be our prime code that it's going to run. Next, we're going to do if it's touching the paddle. So we need this, and we need an if then block. So if it's touching the paddle, we want it to bounce. We want to change the score as well. So we're going to make a score variable. We're going to have it change the score by 1. Turn 180 degrees. That way it'll go back up. And we're going to move 15. Then we're going to have it wait 0.5 seconds. We're going to have it play a sound, collect sound. For our third one, we're going to have it set the score to 0, so it'll run as we changed it. And then for code number 4, we're going to put it in a spot. So we're going to run it at -14 and 93. Next, we're going to choose a backdrop. So let's go over here to the choose a backdrop. Choose any of these available backdrops we want. Mine's a crystal, so I'm going to change it to a fantasy type. We're going to change it to a castle. That way it's more fitting. Now our crystal did not bounce, so we needed to bounce. So we need to change the direction. 0.90. That's only going to make it move that way, so we're going to need it to move down. Now our paddle is touching the crystal. As you can see, our score is going up, but we're going to have a change in a different direction. So we're going to point it to 60, see if it'll, as you can see, our crystal is now bouncing off the walls. So it is working. So hopefully this gives you an idea of making your own ping pong game, and I would like to see how you guys react to this.